guys, today we're back in our deck profile, and today we're going to show my Shaddoll Dinosaur deck that I brought to a winner box last weekend. I got second place at the event, which was pretty cool, I guess. So, but yeah, the Shaddoll Dinosaur deck I think is the most competitively viable version of dinosaurs right now, at least to me, anyway. But yeah, let's get in with it. First off, obviously 3 Soul Eating Oviraptor. He's your searcher of the deck. Not much needs to be said about him. It's just, you know, Stratos of the deck. 3 Conductor, another obvious 3 of the deck. He's the power play. Him and Winda, when they're on the field turn 1, pretty much is like a really impressive tandem together. So yeah, just run 3 of them. Obviously, not much needs to be said about them. 2 Quatless. I usually run him at 1 in other decks, but in this deck I run 2 of them. He searches out Pill, and if you some reason do summon him, you can negate spells and traps with him by destroying a dinosaur on the field. He can also destroy himself. But yeah, he's mostly here to search out Pill for the most part. And then next, 1 Miscellaneousaurus because it's limited, protection mostly, but also it's for combo extending. And then lastly, for the dinosaurs, 1 Giant Rex for more combo extending. So that's it for the dinosaur monsters. Next to the Shaddoll ratio, 2 Beasts, 2 Hedgehog, 2 Dragon, and 1 Squamata. I run a little bit of a higher Shaddoll count in this build, I feel like, than other people do. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I run 2 Beasts didn't hurt at all. Usually it did pretty fine. Also Dragon didn't come up as much because there wasn't really any back row decks at all at the event. Squamata just helped with also helped because of, you know, more graveyard dump. The ratio is pretty personal preference, I feel like, so if you wanted to cut down on it, you could. It works fine for me, so that's I don't think I'm going to touch it anytime soon, at least right now. Next to the hand traps, 2 Ash because it's Ash Blossom and it's really good. And 2 Ogre. These are the only hand traps I run, to be honest. In the main deck anyway. There are some more in the side deck that I sided in and out. But yeah, personal preference really for the hand traps. If you don't have ashes, then you can you know, switch them out as need be with something else. But yeah, the hand traps are pretty flexible. So that's it for the monsters. On to the spells. 3 Fossil Dig because duh, it's dinosaurs. Next, 3 Pill. You want 3 instead of 2 in this deck because you want to make this deck as consistent as you can to get turn 1 Winda and Conductor. 3 Fusion, obviously, because, you know, that's the card you want to see in your hand almost every time. To get in, this thing is insane going second. If their opponent has a extract monster out, you just play this and dump from deck, which is amazing. Then 1 Shaddoll Fusion. Not many people run this, I feel, but I decided to run it because it's just good for kill power, and yeah, it's just, you know, so it's an extra, you know, fusion. So next, I actually ran this. It was okay. 3 Hand Destruction. I decided to run it. It was fine. Didn't backfire me at all. Like one time I used it, and the person was down to a 2-card hand, and I played this, and he had to get rid of both his hand traps, so that was pretty nice. But yeah, I liked it. I think it's fine. You don't. Do you really need to run it? I don't know. Some people don't run it. Some people do. I decided to run it. So it's kind of personal preference. You want to run the card, but I liked it. I think it was fine. And then 2 Allure. I might bump it up to 3, to be honest. I was just scared of the fact that I had a few other non-dark targets, in the deck that might screwed me, but that's why I ran it at 2. But to be honest, I might as well just put the third one in it just to make the deck more consistent, to be honest. And the next 2 instant fusion, because this can actually is very flexible in the deck, because you can instant fusion and Winda and then use Shaddoll fusion if you have on the Winda and another dark monster to get out another Winda. But that's a very niche scenario, to be honest. I usually have this for a certain extra deck target in the deck and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty good in the deck and I like it. 2 Called by the Grave, because hand traps kill dinosaurs, to be honest. 2 is just all I could fit in the deck. I don't think I need to run 3. I think 2 is just fine, to be honest with you. 1 Foolish Burial, because you know, it's pretty good in the deck, due to the fact that a lot of your cards like being sent to grave. And then lastly, 1 Monster Reborn, because Monster Reborn, pretty much. Alright, onto the extra deck. 2 Winda. I want to run 3, but I feel like 2 is just fine for now. Winda isn't just insane. The fact that she can just floodgate your opponent to only have 1 special summon. She pretty much won me a game in the finals, and it was a game 2 or something. I was facing a Spiral Nightmare player, and I had this up turn 1 with a Conductor, and he just scooped because you know, Spiral's just always special summon. But yeah, this thing can lock down Goki. She can lock down pretty much a lot of the decks in this format, and also against Rogue as well. If you go against some Rogue deck and they can't handle a Winda, then it kind of just an auto win for you. But yeah, she's really good. She's just insane. But yeah, I want to run 3, but I think 2 is just fine. Next, 1 Shikanaga. I never went into her, so I don't know if I should keep her in. But she's just there if I have it. She's just there if the situation calls for her. But to be honest, I haven't gone into her at all, so I might take her out. But who knows? I might keep her in to see. Just see if I can do it. But like, she's just there to go into if like you have a Shaddoll monster and Giant Rex. You just play Shaddoll Fusion to do that. But you mostly want to have Winda, so that's why I think I might switch her out for a 3rd Winda. 1000 Ice Restrict for the instant fusion target. He's pretty good due to the fact that he can take monsters and he can be used as Shaddoll Fusion fodder as well. If you have no other dark monster, you can just play instant fusion, bring out 1000 Ice, and then go from there. Then on to the Exes. Dolka and Logia, obviously, because you know dinosaurs, they it's like their calling card pretty much with these 2. Then Utopia the Lightning, just because sometimes you want to get over something big, so if you don't have Conductor, that's the next best thing. Castell, because to bounce stuff back. I never went into him the entire time. Gaga Samurai for OTK, never went into him sadly, but he's good in theory. Tornado Dragon to help against back row decks. Abyss Dweller for graveyard effects. I did bring him out once against a BA player. 1 Mermaid, because if they Ibly you, you can just use the Ibly to turn into this, so you don't have to waste your time with it. 1 Underclock Taker for just some shenanigans with attack, and then 1 Decode because, you know, Link 3. I will show my side deck just because I haven't ever done it before, but this is what I was running for the event. 3 Cherries. Came up okay. I used it once against BA and obviously the Dante, and a Toad. The Toad I had to give back to a friend. But yeah, I was borrowing the Toad from someone, so for the event, so I had to give it back later. But yeah, there's a Toad in there, so pretty much. 2 DD Crow. This came in clutch a few times in a certain matchups. I did use this against BA. I used this against a few other matchups, and it was honestly pretty good. I want to play 3 of it, to be honest. It's actually really good if you can't afford a what is it? Ghost Bell. I think it's just a budget Ghost Bell pretty much. Then Kaiju package, Slumber, Gamma Seal, and Dogoran. I decided to side deck the Dogoran. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but I decided to try it. Dogoran never really came up that much. I did use it to break a co-link when I sided him in, but other than that, didn't really come up very much. It's pretty funny because when I searched him out, the guy didn't know I could do that. He forgot that Overactor can search out Dogoran, but that was pretty funny. But yeah, that was the only time I ever used him. But to be honest, I don't know if I should main deck him again, but right now he's just in the side. 2 anti-spell, because it's anti-spell, and then lastly 3 red boot boots because going against back row decks hurt this deck, to be honest. But yeah, that is the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Try it out if you want, and make it how you wish. Make it how it fits your needs. But yeah, like I said, I got second with this deck at Win-A-Box last weekend. That was pretty fun. I got 3-1 in Swiss, and then got to top 4 and then lost in the finals, sadly. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.